And then the alien helmet. Very cool. Yeah, see, like, this is the helmet I wanted to use, but for some odd reason, the way that the item worked is that it has a connecting texture to, like, the little face area over here, which was supposed to look like a Welkin stone, but because of the way that it looked, it decided to decided to cover it, kind of thing, so didn't really like it. And then the hood. Oh yeah, I like the hood. Definitely one of the best features here. The Scout Cuirass. Is there a difference? I don't think so. Is there something weird with the pauldrons, maybe? Nope. Greaves? I don't notice a difference. And the helmet? There definitely is a difference. It's not the little winged things anymore. Very nice. And then we also have the shield. Oh, this is probably the crown that goes away kind of thing. Yeah, it's the crown that goes away. Okay, that's pretty cool looking, actually. I really do like it. It kind of looks like an insect-like face on the back, which does look really nice. Sorry, just trying to get the one-hander so I can see the shield. Yeah, the shield looks freaking awesome. Alright. Then we have the Crown of Minlorada. The real one, not the fake one. I think this is the fake one. This is the real one. So Fortify Magicka 50 points on self. That's pretty good. Fortify Illusion 10 points on self. That's really good. And then it gives you an extra 10 armor, pretty much. That's pretty cool. Okay. I like that a lot. That's actually pretty cool. We're going to go back to our normal suit. Normal suit of awesomeness. And the rake. Obviously, we got to go for the rake. The rake is our best weapon. Oh no, the Imperial City's flooded. Alright. Anyway. I have the rake equipped. I shouldn't be over encumbered. There you go. I have to update the inventory. That's why. Anyway. Yeah, so let's go head back. Let's go to the most beautiful area in all of Oblivion. Our home. Let us go and read all the books. Actually, before I do this, I want to pause. And I'm going to see if I actually did grab all the books. So give me 1 second. Alright, so I just missed one book, pretty much. So according to TS for edits, I only missed one book, which is the Chart Journal. So we've already gone through the alien language translations, but pretty much this is, you can translate during the mod too, kind of thing. But pretty much, Abba means forgotten, Abagaine means I do not fear, Ada Rada means God, Angua means my, Angu means mine, Aniamis means life, Bala means power, Se means shadow, El No means mortal, El is a title used to show godlike status, can be suffix or prefix. Gory, obscure, Halia means terrible, Heka means begone, Kind means sky, Lata means light, Lore means dark, Malatu means truth, which is kind of weird though because Malakath is very close to this. Man means who, Math is home, Mitta, enter, Molag, fire. So what's Molag Ball then? Firepower, pretty much. You just gotta get rid of the A here. Very cool. Mori, darkened, as in ill-fated or bad. Naga is death. Ni is you. Oyo is eternal. Riel, beauty from Tamriel. Sankre means golden. Sel means hall. Taya means taste. And Varla means star. Alright, Charred Journal. Much of this journal has had its pages burnt away. Seems confident that this chest is what we have been looking for. I hope he is right. If this alien city truly does exist, the location should be detailed in whatever is inside this chest. And if it does exist, I'll be rich with all the artifacts and treasure that dangerous. Apparently, the aliens substituted a spell in place of a lock for this chest. I do not know a spell to cast lightning at a distance. So I'll just have to cast an up-close spell and hope that the aliens did not trap this chest like everything else. This chest was supposedly the property of the alien queen of paranoia, though, so I cannot really say that instills confidence. And once I have whatever is inside this chest, it is just a quick journey back to Coral before heading east back to Darius's house. So I think the spell this is kind of referencing is the Fingers of the Mountain. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say it is. So, Losem and Vin, the journal. So, entry 1. Finally, we have started work on the mine. The ruins must be here. I can feel the power underneath my feet, flowing up through the soil. Once I step into Minlorada, I will be the one to make Tamriel realize the true power of the Aliadun. Traps will not stop me. If the Aliad Queen Ella Perdina yet lives, unlike the legends say, she will not stand in my way either. Entry 2. Of all the workers I could have gotten a hold of, I got the laziest, drunkest fools in all of Cyrodiil. Oblivion take them all. I may have only told them that the mine was to find gold near the border of Hammerfell, but you would think from their progress that gold means as much to them as rat droppings. Even if there was gold here, these workers would probably spend it on more beer and mead. Entry 3. We found a Verlistone. One of the workers, a Breton woman with a dirty face, brought me a Verlistone today. It's here. Minlorada is here. This is proof. I had to struggle to hide my excitement in front of her, and to assure her that it was nothing to be concerned with, and that such an item could be found all the time. But this is proof the ancient alien ruins are here. Progress has increased. Okay, progress has increased as I finally seem to have gotten through to those fools to put their bottles down and their pickaxes up. Their efforts will need to be doubled now this discovery has been made. Maybe now that this discovery has been made, maybe? I don't know. Entry 4. Blood and ashes, wretched beast of Malakath. Goblins! Goblins ambushed my mind. They came out of nowhere and started slaying my workers, left and right. I had to retreat further into the mine just to get away with my life. Foul beasts, to oblivion with them. My progress will not be hindered. I will rid the world of goblins and all of Malakath's creatures when I reach Minlorada. And I will reach Minlorada. Entry 5. The goblins seem to be entranced by the Verlistone we found earlier. They appear to be worshipping it for some misguided reason. Through some stealthy maneuvering and use of chameleon spells, I was able to sneak some supplies back into the depths of the mine. I have begun to set up traps to keep the goblins from moving back. I dug a hole and rigged it with a spike ball trap. And I have enough supplies to continue setting it up so no goblins trouble me while I continue to dig. I'm so close, I can feel it. Entry 6. Out of food, out of time. Minlorada must be here. One more swing with the pickaxe. No, another. Won't need food once I am in Minlorada. I will be immore. Immore indeed, buddy. So the next one is the Firmament Extended. The Firmament by Folk. I don't know. Is that actually like a real person, or is that actually just like the mod creator? The stars of Tamriel are divided into 13 constellations. 3 of them are the major constellations known as the Guardians. These are the Warrior, the Mage, and the Thief. Each of the Guardians protects its 3 charges from the 13th constellation, the Serpent. When the sun rises near one of the constellations, it is that constellation's season. Each constellation has a season of approximately 1 month. The Serpent has no season, for it moves about in the heavens, usually threatening one of the other constellations. The Warrior. Warrior is a Guardian constellation, and thus protects his charges from the Serpent during his season. His charges are the Lady, the Steed, and the Lord. Minor constellations, which share his quadrant of the heavens, the Serpent threatens different charges during different seasons, and the Warrior's very aspect will change according to the times. If, for example, his Lady is being threatened, the Warrior will seem as if he is looking to his left, eyes blazing towards part of the sky wherein she resides. Thus, to find the Serpent during the Warrior season, look to where he looks, for that is where the coiled beast is active. Okay. And then the Mage. Mage is a guardian constellation whose season is Rain's Hand when Magicka was first used by men. His charges are the Apprentice, the Golem, and the Ritual. Those born under the Mage have more Magicka and talent for all kinds of spellcasting, and are often arrogant and absent-minded. The Thief is the last guardian constellation, and her season is the darkest month of Evening Star. Her charges are the Lover, the Chateau, and the Tower. Those born on the sign of the Thief are not typically thieves, though they take risks more often and are only rarely come to harm. They will run out of luck eventually, however, and rarely live as long as those born on the other signs. Okay. The serpent wanders about in the sky and has no season, threatening the other constellations in its path. It is said the serpent is made of unstars. No characteristics are common to all who are born under the sign of the serpent. Those born under the sign are more blessed and the most cursed. Okay. Cool. The lady is one of the warrior's charges, and her season is Hearthfire. Those born under the sign of the lady are kind and tolerant. Okay. The steed is one of the warrior's charges, and her season is mid-year. What? Okay. Those born under the sign of the steed are impatient and always hurrying from one place to another. I don't know about impatient, but I do recognize the other thing, yeah, because it boosts your speed by 20, so it makes sense. The Lord's season is first seed, and he oversees all of Tamriel during the planting. Those born under the sign of the Lord are stronger than and healthier than those born under other signs. Okay. Isn't this a part of the warrior though? The Lord, yeah. So that's kind of weird. It doesn't mention it. The other two are mentioned, but that one's not. Huh. Anyway, the Apprentice. The Apprentice's season is Sun's height. Those born under the sign of the Apprentice have a special affinity for magic and of all kinds, but are more vulnerable to magic as well. The Atronach, often called the Golem, is it? I don't know. Is one of the mage's charges. Its season is Sun's sign. Sun's dust, sorry. Those born under this sign, sorry, I misplaced them, are natural sorcerers with deep reserves of magicka, but they cannot generate magicka of their own. I should say on their own. I don't know. The Ritual is one of the mage's charges, and its season is Morning Star. Those born under this sign have a variety of abilities depending on the aspects of the moons and the divines. The Lover. The Lover is one of the thief's charges, and her season is Sun's Dawn. Ooh, okay. That seems about right. Those born under the sign of the Lover are graceful and passionate. Okay. The Chateau's season is Second Seed. Weird. The Chateau grants those born under her sign the ability to hide into the shadows. The Tower. The Tower is one of the thief's charges, and its season is Frostfall. Those born under the sign of the Tower have a knack for finding gold and can open locks of all kinds. Cool. And the Tale of Minlorada. Sure. Tale of Minlorada. In all of the mystery and legend around the Ayleids, perhaps no tale is more intriguing than that of Minlorada, immortality, Daedric princes, and vast treasures. It is said that Minlorada was run by an Ayleid queen. In early times, she was known as the Amaramis, or Life, in Ayleid tongue. Later, her enemies would come to know her by a very different name nowadays. Oh, very different name. Nowadays, she is called Elaperdina. Elaperdina celebrated life and magicka and created a shrine to Daedric Prince Meridia in her grand city of Minlorada. For her endeavors, it is said that Daedric Prince Meridia reached forth from the colored rooms in Oblivion and touched Minlorada. This area was then captivated by Elaperdina, and an Ayleid well of magicka was formed around it. Legend has it that harnessing the power of this well... Power of this well would grant the user eternal life, or would extend the user's life greatly. Other legends tell of great power come to those who wield its power. However, all legends agree that great tragedy strikes those who drink from the well. It is said shortly after drawing power from the well, Elaperdina became very paranoid that the well would be misused. Around this time, White Gold Tower fell, and Alessia became empress. Minlorada was one of the few alien cities left standing. Elaperdina retreated into her city as the Alessian order killed servants, guardsmen, and civilians alike. However, the traps Elaperdina left in her path kept them out, and supposedly none ever made it to Elaperdina, or to the Great Well. Not long after, stories began to surface of the alien inhabitants of Minlorada rising from the dead, embraced by an ominous force. It is said this force was very different from necromancy, and that these living dead creatures still maintained some memory of their living selves, and still served Elaperdina. It was in this time that Elaperdina would be known by her enemies by a new name, Vile. The reasons for this varies from story to story. Years passed, centuries passed, and Minlorada became a legend, or perhaps it was only a mere legend to begin with. Despite this, there are still those who would seek the long-lost ruins of Minlorada to find that great well. And then the undelivered love letter. I would do anything for you. I love you. Is that not enough? Am I so inferior to him? Would you throw me away for the financial comfort he can give you? Please reconsider. I have made a special place for you in my home. You have your own room. I know how you like your privacy. It is yours. I have even prepared flowers for you as a symbol of my love. These flowers are the key to my greatest treasure. Please come back to me, Darius. Alright. So, that is it for this mod. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm not quite sure how else I want to kind of go with, but yeah. So I'll see you guys next time for another Oblivion mod playthrough.